We are saved by faith, not works, so we can't boast. However, if we have true faith, faith that actually is alive, it will produce good works. Unless it is a dead tree, dead trees do not produce fruit. So you have Paul and James. Paul brings up Abraham, saying Abraham was justified by faith. You have James bringing up Abraham, and he said Abraham was justified by works. Well, which one is it? Is it justified by faith or justified by works? My answer, yes. These are two different pieces of context here. What James is talking about is after Abraham attempted to sacrifice Isaac. What Paul is talking about is way before Abraham attempted to sacrifice Isaac. So you have two different passages here. What Paul's talking about is, like I said, way before the sacrifice, and Abraham had not done a work to earn his righteousness. He just believed God, the promise that God gave him about his son, and he believed it, and it was credited to him as righteousness. Now fast forward to what James is talking about. This is Abraham proving his faith. And we got to keep in mind too that Abraham was going to sacrifice Isaac because he knew and believed that God was going to raise Isaac back up. So it's one thing to say, I believe you'll raise him back up. It's another thing to prove that you believe it. I love to say faith has a face. It is visible. This context of the word faith is visible. You should be able to see it. That's what James is telling these people. He's saying faith without works is dead. You claim to have true faith. Well, true living faith produces fruit. So it's not making sense. You claim to have this faith. Well, I'm not seeing what it naturally produces. I don't want to see an apple tree produce oranges. I want to see an apple tree produce apples. Or else I'm questioning the tree. So we are saved by faith and not works. Thank God, because I fell time and time again. However, if you do have true living faith, it should be producing fruit, and we work not for our salvation, but because of it. Another thing that James is talking about too is like the equivalent of someone coming in my house, starving and thirsty, and I got a big steak on my plate, and I'm munching down, and he's hungry, but I'm like praying for him, and I'm like, Lord, bless him on his way. Hopefully he'll find food. I pray you bless him, yada, yada, yada. That's not it.